Fuck, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. Which motherfucker I'm shooting everybody I see. Fuck, shit, fuck, bitch, fuck. Oh. Now, why did I do that? All right, we're gonna pause this real quick. We get resituated, and then I will explain myself. All right, my minions. So I know there's a little bit of a shock and all there, but it goes well with today's theme. So, but before we get into that, I want to thank everybody who's been watching and liking and commenting and giving me reviews and good positive feedback. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I mean, basically, this is for y'all, and I'm happy that people are responding well to everything. So I greatly appreciate it. Words really can't express enough how I'm feeling about it positively. So thank you. So today's theme basically is picking your battles. We're hit every day with crazy situations. Things happen. People are rude. I know there's people on a daily basis that y'all just want to punch in the face just because, you know. But you have to pick your battles, pick your arguments, and this doesn't mean necessarily fighting, actual physical confrontation, but even your arguments and your debates. You have to think, is what I'm about to do worth it? I'll give you some examples. So there was a lady at my primary job this past week that I was asking questions about basically why she was doing what she was doing. And she gave me the answers that I need. Like, I got the answer that I need, but she had a kind of an attitude about it, was a little bit sarcastic. So, and I let it go. And it goes into pick your battles. Like, what could I have done in that situation? All right, well, I could have pulled her supervisor, got her supervisor together, quoted policy, quoted, the regulations, quoted laws. It could have escalated. It basically would have turned into a clash of egos at a certain point. And at that point, once egos get involved, no one wins, And I have to ask myself, if I've gone that direction, was that worth my time? Of everything productive I could have been doing, is that even worth my time? No one's dead, no one's dying, so you know what? I let it go. Fact is, everyone has bad mornings, everyone has bad days. I got the answers that I needed. I didn't appreciate her being semi-rude and sarcastic about it, but you know what? I got the answers that I needed. Problem solved. Pick your battles. There's some battles you don't need to pick because of unforeseen circumstances to a degree. I used to be the type that I would literally argue every case and fight, basically needed to be right all the time, all day, every day. And that's just exhausting. It really is. It's not worth it. It's the main reason why I got off of social media. I haven't actually been on privately, on my private accounts. I haven't been on social media since 2015. And once I got off social media, I realized that 92% of my stress went away. And I realized, what the hell am I arguing with idiots for over the internet that I can't see, that aren't here? They, outside of, I guess, the virtual world, does not necessarily exist to me. They cannot affect or harm me or my life or anyone around me in any way. What am I doing here? That's why I've come up with a rule. I will not debate with you unless I have the option of punching you in the face. For the simple fact that I know I'm arguing with idiots over the internet who, in real life, if they were right in front of me, would not speak the way that they're writing on the internet, and the tone and the just sheer disrespect and rudeness that they're using. So I stopped, and I don't regret that decision. So I'll give you another example. I had an incident at work, and I made the right points that I needed to make. Person was upset about a certain situation that popped up, and it got to a point where he just became a broken record during the discussion. But I said the bare minimum what I needed to get my point across. And basically, as he was rambling on, basically my body language expressed what I needed to express, because as we were discussing everything, he was making it a point that he wasn't accusing me. I've got nothing to hide. But during the day, as the day went on, like I'm thinking in my head, like I wish I would have said that, and I wish I would have said this, and I should have said this, but it wasn't necessary. I said what I needed to say. I expressed what I needed to express to get the point across that, one, it wasn't me. Two, I'll fix the situation, and left it alone as that. Otherwise, anything else would have just escalated the situation and wasn't necessary. I had another incident with a good buddy of mine. And basically, we were down in the gym, and this person tends to take things too far, And basically, we were sparring, we were training, trying things out, and he kind of went out of his way to flex his muscle. Ended up hurting my elbow a little bit. And so this is basically in a matter of 2 seconds of what went through my head was, okay, I can show him he's wrong. I can show him he can't beat me. I can punch him in the face and I can beat his ass. But then that would basically be the end of my career, end of my job, and I'll probably end up going to jail. Or I can just walk the fuck away. And so I just walked away. That literally went about, in a matter of 2 seconds, all that played into my head. The consequences of your actions. Pick your battles. Is it worth it? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen further down the line? What's going to happen a year from now? These are things basically you kind of got to think about. What it boils down to is it worth it? Is this your ego talking, or is this something that's necessary that you need to pursue? Is this a battle that really needs to be fought, or is it just your ego and pride jumping ahead of you? We started leaving the gym, me and my buddy, and he's a jokester. As I say, he takes things too far at the times, and we're on. We got past this situation. We're still good buddies, but he takes things too far sometimes. I'm sure we all have buddies that are like that. They kind of take things too far, and don't necessarily know when to get serious. And I'm the type, when I'm angry at one, I'm going to let you know I'm upset. I'm going to let you know I'm angry, and I damn sure don't want to be touched. But he kept poking at me. I told him, like, don't touch me. Do not touch me. I told him 3 times, and he kept messing with me. And I literally took this Hydro Flask bottle that I had and threw it at him. I missed on purpose. I missed because there needed to be a shock and awe that I was serious. I need to show him, without actually hurting him, that I was serious. Now, again, in a matter of like 2 seconds, this is what ran through my head. I could slap the hell out of him with this damn bottle, because I warned him 3 times about touching me. I told him not to. Then again, into my career, probably going to jail, yada, 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 yada. Or shock and awe. I could throw this bottle out of him with force and miss, but missed on purpose just so he knows I am serious. You need to leave me the hell alone. Which is what happened. These are things you need to think about. Pick your battles. Is it worth it? It has nothing to do with you being a coward. It has nothing to do with you not speaking your mind. It's about keeping your ego and your pride in check. Keeping your feelings in check. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. There's nothing wrong with having feelings. But you cannot let them necessarily control the situation. You cannot let your ego and pride dictate the situation. I'm sure we've all had, and I have had. I'm sure you've all had situations where you wish you did not pursue a certain situation the way you did, or escalate it any further, because then it just spun out of control. You took a molehill, made a mountain out of it, and it wasn't necessary. Pick your battles. Think about it. Well, what can I do? And at the same time, do I have to do that? You don't have to. Did you get what you needed? Was the end result satisfactory? Yeah, you might go home and think, I wish I would have said this, I wish I would have said that. You can play woulda, coulda, shoulda, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But then think about it. While you're playing woulda, coulda, shoulda, think about, if I've done everything that I'm thinking about right now, would that have helped anything, or would it have made it worse? So again, learn to pick your battles. It took me years to figure that out. You know, years to figure that out. Now, I was first told about it when I was in the military by some of my superiors, but it still, excuse me, it wasn't but a few years later that I finally actually learned the lesson. Not even a few years later, many years later, that I finally actually learned the lesson of picking your battles. You don't have to fight every battle. Not every battle is necessary. Not every battle is needed to be fought. And the battles you think need to be fought aren't battles at all. Again, it's your ego and pride jumping in the way, grabbing you by the collar, running down the street with you. So pick your battles. You'll probably have a happier life if you learn that lesson early on. So, thank you. I appreciate you joining me. I really, really, really do. Thank you very much. There's been a delay with my shirts. Issue trying to get the colors right, that I need my logo colors right, but it's on its way. It's progress. This is a tattoo. That's why this is wrapped. Once it's healed, I will unveil it. But again, thank you very much. Please, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And again, to all of my followers and all my viewers, I greatly appreciate you taking the time and watching this. Leave me comments. I read all the comments. I don't mind having a debate with you. If you have a good idea, you want to share it, throw it on there. If you question anything that I'm putting out, leave me a comment. We'll get into it. I'll do some research, and we'll go from there. So, again, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you being here.